welcome back to the Game Day Ready podcast. So you are ready for the Sunday games and Monday games. This is a different type of episode. We are shooting this on yesterday, aka Sunday. We do have a special guest. This episode will have a Q&A with the special guest. Since Caden's not here, then we'll do injuries and predictions and more of that. Make sure you follow if you're on Spotify. Make sure you follow, share, and more. Comment, like. If you're on YouTube, Caden has officially taken over YouTube. So those are the shorts that he is making. And make sure you subscribe and put on your notifications on for us and share it, like it, comment, do whatever you want. Show it with your dog. Dogs, wink, wink. We got a pound in here. Just for foreshadowing, we're talking about a pound. And let's talk about the pound, as in the special guest of all time. He is a senior veteran Cleveland Browns fan. He knows a lot about football, I guess. Terrible team, likes the Browns. And, me being a Ravens fan, we're rivals, but, he's a good friend of mine. And here he is, Malachi Reck.
Hey, what's
Come
up,
on.
guys?
Ta-da. Okay, how are you today?
Pretty good today. How are you?
It was a great day, got to pull out the Pat McAfee cowboy hat.
Yeah,
Thank you for filling in Caden's spot,
of
He's
course.
going to be taking over for a little bit after I'll be gone. And then we'll all be together. Let's see. You are here for a Q&A. Can you tell us what team you like and how long you like them?
Okay, so I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, like Harrison said, and I've pretty much loved the Browns my entire life. It's, my dad was a Browns fan, and, just passed down to me. So, it's been a little rough. The Browns always losing and being so bad, but I'm a diehard Browns fan.
Yeah. Have you been to any of the games?
I have not been to a game this year, but I have went to a few games the past few years and stuff.
Mm. And I'm gonna guess they're pretty cool to go to once they win or lose,
Of course.
but it's still a game. A game is a game.
Yeah. It's all about the experience.
Exactly. Speaking about experiences, how do you feel about the Browns and the Steelers rivalry this past years? Like, how do you feel about the Browns against the Steelers with both teams having really good defenses, both teams not really having a good offense? How do you feel about the Steelers and the Browns rivalry?
Uh, well, Browns and the Steelers have been like big rivals like forever, pretty much. But it's kind of annoying that the Steelers always have a winning record. Are they going to playoffs this year? Is that right?
Right now they are the top of the AFC, and the Ravens
Wow.
are second. And yeah, so
Yeah,
right now, yes,
it's actually really impressive what their head coach can do. Like even when it doesn't seem like they have a super good team, they are always making it to the playoffs and that stuff.
hmm next question. Well, as we get started with this Q&A, what's your favorite podcast right now? Do you got
Ooh.
any? You know,
Not really off the top of my head, but yeah, not really.
any sports podcasts you like?
I mean, obviously your podcast, Harrison, but
Oh, thanks. Promise you guys, he's not getting paid. Neither am I. So make sure you follow. Uh, Next, as we get started, let's get with the first actual question. How do you feel about the Browns' current coaching staff? Do you like them? Do you hate them?
okay. So with that question, Kevin Stefanski, he's our head coach. He's been our head coach for 5 years, I believe, and obviously the first year he led us to the playoffs and he won Coach of the Award, our Year of Coach of the Year award. So we're hoping that he was gonna keep giving us luck and stuff, but we've pretty much gone downhill since then. He won second Coach of the Year award in 2023, I believe. But he gave a play calling at the beginning of the season, and his play calls were just not the greatest lately. So we might have to get a new coach, to be honest. Like, no hate, but and then our defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz, he's really good. He's a really good coach. He's been leading the Browns defense to get really good. But even though our defense is good and Jim Schwartz is a really good coach, with how bad our offense is and the rest of the parts of our team, our special teams is actually really bad. We have given up more touchdowns on special teams than we have on defense. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. They have been struggling a lot this year, as you know. New quarterbacks, it feels like every year. How do you feel about this current QB situation in Cleveland?
So let's see. Shedeur Sanders is obviously starting right now. I think there's a really good move to bench Dylan Gabriel because he just wasn't the right option. He would always throw short pass. His longest completion was 23 yards, I believe. His longest pass was like 40 yards or something. But he can't throw the ball. So so I'm really glad that we have a quarterback who's like decent starting right now. Shedeur Sanders, I think he's the best quarterback we've had since Baker Mayfield. Um Joe Flacco, he was an all right quarterback, but definitely not a permanent quarterback. So that's why he went to the Bengals to fill in for Joe Burrow. So, if Shedeur Sanders keeps improving, practicing, then uh this could be a good option, or maybe not. Maybe we'll draft Fernando Mendoza this NFL draft. Not too sure though.
Yeah. As we are talking about positions, what is your opinion on the offense of the Browns? Do you have like any suggestions to say about if you like anything about them? Like, do you like them? I know as we were talking before this episode that you weren't very confident with your guys' wide receiver room. Uh, just talk about your offense for me.
Yeah, so our quarterback situation. I talked about that, but our wide receiver room is just Jerry Judy. He's been in the league for a little bit now, but he's been dropping balls like crazy and stuff. Like literally, Shedeur Sanders threw a perfect pass to him last week, and it literally like hit him right in the chest, and it bounced out of his hands into the defender's hands. Like it was a terrible play, but um, Harold Bannon Jr., the rookie, he's doing really good. Like I'm sure he could definitely fill in for David Njoku, who's out with a knee injury right now, but I think he could become our starting tight end because he's really good. He's really hard to tackle. Quinshon Judkins, also a rookie, he's doing all right, but it's really hard to have a good running back and getting good runs when you don't have a good offensive lineman. And our offensive lineman is really old, and they're all like veteran offensive linemen, but some of them are, they're not the best anymore. They're not as good as they used to be. So maybe we should be trying to get like better offensive linemen, wide receivers, stuff like that.
Yeah. If we were talking about the offense, we might as well just talk about the defense. I know your guys' D line is working on stuff. Having Miles Garrett come back this year, wasn't really thinking about it um, during the off season last year. Can you just talk about your opinion with the Browns or D line and just defense in general? What's your opinion on them?
So the Browns defense has been doing really good consistently the last couple of years. The Browns defense, their defensive line, I think we have a pretty good defensive line. Miles Garrett, obviously. couple of other guys like Alex Wright. You know, they've all been getting a few of their sacks, a few sacks for themselves. Like so, but also, Carson Schlesinger, the linebacker, rookie linebacker, he's killing it. Like he's really good. Um he has like the fifth most tackles in the NFL. So I wouldn't be surprised if he won Defensive Player of the Year. That'd be really cool. That so like have a good linebacker for the next few years. And then we have Denzel Ward, corners. All right, we don't really have any strong safeties. Sorry, we don't have any free safeties. We pretty much only have strong safeties. So, if we get if we get a free safety, just so we have more speed and like dynamics in that area. But I'm pretty happy with our defense.
Yeah, you guys have a younger defense than some of the teams in the league. I know that you guys are mainly a defense type of team, just like the Steelers. But the Steelers did lose for a couple of weeks TJ Watt with lung surgery. Last question, and then you can head out. Let's see here. Easy question. Who is your all-time favorite Browns player and why?
Ooh, so this is a good one. Let's see. Joshua Cribbs, he was really good. I didn't get to see him play very much because I was pretty young back then. But he had like so many kick returns for touchdowns and all that stuff. Just a really impressive player. It's really hard to do that stuff now with the different rules for kickoffs and stuff. But Myles Garrett, obviously, he's a beast. It seems like he's about to break the record for most sacks this year, which is crazy. He still has 2 more games to do it. And then Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb was so good. But unfortunately with his knee injury and tore his ACL and a bunch of ligaments in his leg, and he's never been the same after that. He's with the Texans right now. So he's up there with my favorites. And then so yeah, probably just one of those guys. To be honest, probably Myles Garrett. Just, he's definitely gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's just a really talented athlete.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on the podcast. I know it was late notice.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Malachi Wreck. Maybe he'll be on a future episode. And hopefully your guys' season next year goes better than the past.
Yep. Thanks for having me. And I'll
Anytime. You can leave. Hey guys, sorry for not finishing this week's episode, but you got most of it and the Q&A done. Make sure you follow. And yeah, next week we'll have a full episode with the Christmas edition. So be ready for that. I think we are posting on December 25th, so in a couple of days, 4 days from now, we will be posting. Yeah. Make sure you are ready and following and subscribing, liking, commenting, and more. See y'all next time on the Game Day Ready podcast, so you are ready on the Sunday games and the Monday night game. Now I should say the Sunday, the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday games. See y'all later. Peace.